to know, can we talk? You know, grab yourself a cup of coffee or hot chocolate, hot tea, a cold beverage, whatever it is. But, when I created this channel, I didn't want it to just be about the things that I wanted to share or about me or just my life or anything like that. I wanted it to be a place that I can share all of those things, but also that glorifies God. And so I've been talking to God about how having a channel like this, how I would be able to incorporate that into something like this. And I believed that it was going to be with sharing things, with you all, different things that he gives me, different things that he lays on my heart. And so I've been talking to him, and I believe that he has given me the first thing that I can share with you guys. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. It really is just, I feel like I'm an encourager in a lot of areas, and this goes for each one of us, but in a lot of areas, we're pretty bold and courageous. But then in a lot of areas, we probably aren't. And I just feel like my calling is to encourage people and to help you stand back up and to help you keep standing, and to go after what you want. And so I kind of wanted to talk about just a little bit of those things. So I'm going to flip to my page. I wrote some notes because I don't want to forget the things I want to talk about. While I do that, go grab yourself your favorite drink. So, like I said, I just have a few notes just so that I don't forget what I want to talk about. But, right now I work full time, but my heart, the name of my channel is A Woman's Heart. And maybe we all don't feel this way, but for me and a lot of the women I talk to, a woman's heart is all about taking care of her family, taking care of the home, providing the meals, and just nurturing. And my heart has always been that. I've always wanted to have a family. I've always wanted to have kids. I've always wanted to be married. My oldest son, he'll be 20 next month. It's officially June 1st. He'll be 20 next month. My daughter's 10 and a half. I won't have any more. And so when your kids get to be those ages, they're not in your laps anymore. The hugs are come few and further between. And it really makes you start thinking about things. And these last few years that I have of them at home, I want to absorb as much as I can. And I know that I'm speaking to a lot of women, that single moms or stay-at-home moms, or women that want to be stay-at-home moms. I just want to encourage you to keep going, savor every moment, because these don't last very long at all. It seems like it when you're in the moment and things are just hard and you just want them to go to sleep so you can rest or just have a minute to yourself, but it really does go by so fast. So, but anyway, I got to stay home with my son for a little bit, but I always ended up going to work, and it always had to do with finances. I work full time now, but leading up to that, I was home for about a year, 2 different times leading up to my current job that I have now. And I'm thankful for my current job. I know that God put me there. I've been blessed, and hopefully I'm a blessing to them. But my heart is to be home. But I wasn't ready. I didn't understand really what it meant to be home, because in today's world, it takes 2 incomes pretty much to raise a family and to actually be able to have things and go to dinner and go on trips and all of that. It takes those 2 incomes. And so when you're staying at home, if you're a stay-at-home mom now, you might be feeling the pull to go back to work. And that's something that you and God need to talk about for sure. And I'm not going to tell you to do that or not. But all I can do is share my story. Those 2 times when I was home, I loved it. It was everything I wanted. I got to take care of the house. I feel like the house was more peaceful whenever I was home, because I didn't have to be away all day long, 8 to 10 hours a day, and then come home and take care of the home when I'm tired and I have nothing mentally left to give to my family. And, but I always ended up going back to work. But what I was missing was Proverbs 31. I have strived to be a Proverbs 31 woman to even understand what that meant, and I'm still learning. But I have been studying that for years. And let me just say, the what I was missing all the other times that I tried to stay home was that even though you might be a stay-at-home mom, the Proverbs 31 woman, from what I understand, they still provide. They still help provide. I believe from reading different scriptures that the man is the sole provider, but and that the mom is the nurturer and the homemaker and all of those things. But she still provides. And I didn't bring my Bible with me. I should have. I don't even have my glasses on, and I need my glasses to be able to see. But basically, that's what I was missing when I stayed home before. That always caused me to go back. It always caused me to go outside of the home and work. And not that a woman shouldn't provide, because a woman does help provide. This is what I understand the Proverbs 31 to say. It talks about her buying and selling. It talks about her providing. It talks about her, taking care of her home and doing all of these things. When I get out of it, she doesn't go outside of her home. Like, she's not like you would, go out in a 40-hour-a-week job and to do all of those things. If you want to, I'm not saying anything against that. For me, this is what I have found that, and I just missed that before. I didn't understand that. And I believe that I finally get it. And so I just want to encourage you, if you're a single mom, or if you're a mom that's working full time and you want to be home, I want to encourage you, dive into Proverbs 31 and see what it says, and seek God on on how to go about that. I believe that He'll reveal a way for you to be able to stay home, or if you're already staying home, He'll reveal ideas to you to be able to start generating income. And if you have a desire that you've had for a long time, you just haven't done it because you either get talked out of it by somebody else, or you're in your own mind, you're just like, oh, I just can't do that. Oh, that would never happen. Chances are that's the enemy probably trying to stop you from everything that God has for you. Having a YouTube channel is something that I've wanted actually when I left nursing in 2021. That's the last time. I still have a nursing, license and all of that. I do keep up with that, but I don't ever intend on using it again. When I left nursing in 2021, I believe that God was revealing to me that one day I would have a YouTube channel, and I didn't know what it would be. I didn't even know that the type of content that I enjoy watching, that I'm creating, existed, because I never watched that stuff then. So it's kind of evolved into that. But anyway, I don't have a ton of subscribers, and I don't claim to be an expert, but I believe that some of you are called to do that, because the bottom line is, it doesn't matter how many of these channels are out there. Somebody needs the way you deliver a message. Somebody needs to see the way that you do something, the way that you keep your home. They need the encouraging word that you got. They need the revelation that God has given to you. So it doesn't matter if there's 1,000 channels out there like this. If you feel like you have a desire, you feel called to start a channel, do it.